Hi guys, my name is Kate. I am from St. Petersburg, Russia, and I want to tell you why I like two books written by Lewis Carroll: Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking-Glass House and What She Found There. First of all, I want to admit that I wasn't fond of reading in my childhood. So I didn't read these books in my childhood, even in my native language. Besides, I didn't like the movie 1951. The whole story was so queer for me. I was like, what's that? It is a remarkable thing, you know, that child's mind can be so full of stereotypes and rules. I couldn't accept such flight of imagination and such sort of game. I couldn't accept so much of breaking of the rules. So I consider these are the reasons why I didn't like Alice's Adventures in my childhood. But later, when I read these books in my earliest 20s, I was really impressed. The same qualities that were repelling me in my childhood, they were attracting me later in my adult life. It was so amazing that so much of breaking of the rules could exist. I found out that it could be so cool to let go your imagination and your fantasy and just allow it to lead you. It can be a wonderful experience. These books are full of ridiculous and absurd characters and situations, and if you can let your hair down, you will really enjoy reading Alice's Adventures. I have several other thoughts to share. The dialogue between the caterpillar and Alice is remarkable to my mind. Alice said that she kind of lost herself because of the great changings in her state. I believe that we can perceive these words metaphorically. We can lose ourselves because of the changings in our lives, and it takes a lot of energy and emotional difficulties to find ourselves again. Also, I want to discuss with you the scene when Alice was talking with Cheshire Cat. She asked him which way she ought to walk, and I really want to read this scene aloud, this dialogue aloud, and then I want to share some thoughts about it with you. Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to walk from here? That depends a good deal on where you want to get to, said the cat. I don't much care where, said Alice. Then it doesn't matter which way you walk, said the cat. So long as I get somewhere, Alice added as an explanation. Oh, you're sure to do that, said the cat, if you only walk long enough. If you only walk long enough. I think we can perceive these words metaphorically as well. For instance, I feel lost, but I keep repeating myself, so long as I am trying to do something, so long as I am trying to achieve something and trying for a long period of time, I can really be successful in some areas. So the moral of it is, as you probably know, can be said by the heroine, the Duchess, the moral of it is, do something and you will reap the benefits of it. The other thing that I want to say about these books, it is that they can really be useful for people who want to improve their English. These books will be more useful if you use the book with comments, with notes. For example, I borrowed this book from the district library 5 minutes from my home, and this book was very useful for me because of the comments made by our Russian linguists. The book Alice's Adventures and the sequel Alice Through the Looking Glass House contain a lot of proverbs, set expressions and idioms, and a lot of them I didn't know before. For example, a cat may look at a king, birds of a feather flock together, take care of the pence and the pounds will take care of themselves. In the words of the Duchess, take care of the sense and the sounds will take care of themselves. Curiously, how Lewis Carroll made some expressions alive. He made characters from them. A cat may look at a king. And also I found interesting how Lewis Carroll played with the words. The new expressions, or should I say idioms, for me were mad as a hatter, mad as a March hare, to grin like a Cheshire cat, much of a muchness, and so on. The books are also full of parodies of poems, which I fancy a lot. You can find videos when I recite poems by Lewis Carroll on my YouTube channel. I want to finish the part about Alice in Wonderland with King's words. If there is no meaning in it, that saves a world of trouble, as we needn't try to find any. Maybe we needn't try to find any sense in this book. Maybe we just need to let our hair down and enjoy swimming in this fantastic river. I admit that I like Alice in Wonderland more than Alice Through the Looking Glass House, although the sequel contains, among other things, a lot of beautiful lyrical episodes. I like the scene when Alice talked about winter's pleasures. This scene filled my heart with comfort and safety. I want to read this aloud for you. Do you hear the snow against the window panes, Kitty? How nice and soft it sounds, just as if someone was kissing the window all over outside. I wonder if the snow loves the trees and fields, that it kisses them so gently. And then it covers them up snug, you know, with the white quilt. And perhaps it says, "Go to sleep, darlings, till the summer comes again." And when they wake up in the summer, Kitty, they dress themselves all in green and dance about whenever the wind blows. Oh, that's very pretty. And I do so wish it was true. I am sure the woods look sleepy in the autumn, when the leaves are getting brown. I am also fond of the scene when Alice was gliding down the river with the sheep. Alice was picking the rushes, but there was always a more lovely one that she couldn't reach. "The prettiest are always further," she said at last. To my mind, it is a metaphor. We always want to make beauty our own, but when we have marvelous, fascinating things, we don't regard them as very beautiful anymore. We want to have something else. curious that Alice didn't pay attention to the water lilies after picking them. She didn't notice that they were fading, just like we didn't notice the gorgeous things that we possess. So Lewis Carroll showed us strange, unfortunate nature of the human being. My idea is that we should concentrate on positive sides of our lives, even if we want to achieve some good goals. The ability to be thankful for what we have in our lives allows us to be happy, to feel happiness. So guys, that's all that I wanted to say about Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass House. I really have desired to share with you some thoughts and feelings about these books. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I will see you soon. Bye bye guys. Thank you for watching.